Dr. Sebi, the myth, the medicine, and the controversy behind the herbal healer. Cure for AIDS, cancer reversed, sea moss, cell food, and the secrets of eternal youth. Few names in the world of alternative medicine spark as much passion, skepticism, and intrigue as Dr. Sebi. To his devotees, he was a revolutionary, an herbal sage who challenged the medical establishment. To critics and scientists, he was a dangerous pseudoscientist whose promises led desperate people astray. But who was Dr. Sebi really, and why, years after his death, does his legend still thrive? From Honduras to Hollywood, the origins of Dr. Sebi Alfredo Darrington Bowman, later known as Dr. Sebi, was born in 1933 in the small village of Ilanga, Honduras. Raised amid lush rainforests and traditional herbal practices, young Alfredo was exposed early to natural remedies. He never attended formal medical school, but his curiosity about health and nature was evident from a young age. In the 1960s, Bowman emigrated to the United States. Like many immigrants, he faced challenges, language barriers, racial discrimination, and economic hardship. Yet by the 1970s, he had begun to establish himself in New York City's Black and Latino communities, marketing herbal tonics and offering dietary advice based on African bio-mineral balance. He soon adopted the name Dr. Sebi, a pseudonym that would become synonymous with his brand of healing. The philosophy: alkalinity, acidity, and electric foods. Dr. Sebi's core belief was simple yet radical. Disease cannot exist in an alkaline body. He claimed that the Western diet, filled with processed foods, animal products, and artificial ingredients, created acidity and mucus, which in turn bred illness. The cure: an all-natural, plant-based, alkaline diet, free of what he called hybrid or genetically modified foods. His nutritional guide eliminated wheat, rice, dairy, pork, and nearly all processed foods. Instead, he promoted ancient grains like quinoa, spelt, and amaranth, along with a long list of approved fruits, vegetables, and herbs. If nature didn't make it, don't take it, he often declared. Dr. Sebi's most famous product was Cell Food, a proprietary blend of herbs and minerals. He claimed it could detoxify the body, restore cellular health, and even reverse chronic diseases. He expanded his offerings to include sea moss gel, teas, and tonics, all marketed as tools to restore the body's electric balance. Celebrity clients and the building of a legend. Part of Dr. Sebi's meteoric rise was his celebrity clientele. He claimed to have worked with Michael Jackson, Lisa Left Eye Lopes of TLC, John Travolta, and Teddy Pendergrass, among others. Michael Jackson, in particular, became an advocate for a time, reportedly seeking Dr. Sebi's help for stress and addiction. Stories of miraculous recoveries spread through word of mouth and independent black media. Testimonials poured in. Some claimed to have been cured of diabetes, others of lupus, asthma, or even cancer. Dr. Sebi's Los Angeles-based USHA Herbal Research Institute became a mecca for those seeking holistic healing. His charisma was undeniable. With his white beard, flowing robes, and gentle Honduran accent, Dr. Sebi was a compelling figure. He presented himself as a humble healer, devoted to natural law and traditional African wisdom. For those disillusioned with mainstream medicine, he offered hope and empowerment. The legal battles: fraud, medicine, and the courts. But Dr. Sebi's claims didn't go unchallenged for long. In the late 1980s, he came under the scrutiny of New York authorities for practicing medicine without a license and making fraudulent health claims. The New York Attorney General sued him for consumer fraud, and the state medical board moved to shut down his business. The most dramatic episode came in 1987, when Dr. Sebi placed ads in the Village Voice and the Amsterdam News proclaiming, "AIDS has been cured." He was ordered to cease making such claims and brought to court. Dr. Sebi's recounting of the trial became legendary. He claimed to have presented 77 cured patients as evidence and declared that the judge had no choice but to acquit him. In reality, court records show a much different outcome. The trial ended in a settlement. Dr. Sebi agreed to stop advertising that his remedies could cure any disease, to stop diagnosing or treating illnesses, and to refund dissatisfied customers. He dramatized the episode in later retellings, weaving it into the myth of a healer persecuted for challenging the establishment. This story became central to his enduring appeal, especially in communities historically underserved and mistrustful of mainstream medicine. Controversy and criticism. The science behind the claims. While Dr. Sebi's diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, was undoubtedly healthier than the typical American fare, his claims went far beyond what science could support. No credible studies have ever shown that alkalinity cures disease, or that cell food or similar herbal blends can reverse AIDS, cancer, or lupus. Medical experts repeatedly warned that some of his dietary restrictions could lead to nutritional deficiencies, especially for children or pregnant women. The concept of mucus-forming foods lacks scientific support, and the notion that electric foods are necessary for health is not recognized in any established discipline of nutrition or medicine. Moreover, Dr. Sebi's refusal to seek proper licensure or subject his remedies to clinical trials drew condemnation. Skeptics and consumer advocates accused him of preying on the sick and vulnerable, offering false hope in exchange for high prices. Lawsuits, drama, and the Michael Jackson connection. Dr. Sebi's career was never far from drama. In 2004, after working with Michael Jackson, he attempted to sue the pop icon for unpaid bills and lost revenue. The lawsuit was unsuccessful, but it further fueled the mystique around both men. Dr. Sebi often claimed that powerful interests were trying to silence him because of his supposed ability to cure deadly diseases. Despite legal setbacks, he continued to attract followers. His herbal products were sold through mail order and at in-person consultations. Even after his medical license battles, he continued to market himself as a healer, sometimes through coded language that skirted outright health claims. Death, legacy, and the rise of a movement. In August 2016, Dr. Sebi died in police custody in Honduras after being arrested for money laundering. His death sparked an outpouring of grief, suspicion, and conspiracy theories. Many believed he was taken out by shadowy forces threatened by his teachings. His death only amplified his legend. Social media accounts, documentaries, and celebrities like Nipsey Hussle, who was reportedly working on a documentary about Dr. Sebi before his murder, revived interest in his philosophy. The Dr. Sebi diet and sea moss products have exploded in popularity online, promoted by wellness influencers and hip-hop artists. Many of his original followers continue to run businesses in his name, offering consultations and herbal blends. The USHA village in Honduras, which he founded, remains a pilgrimage site for believers. The modern debate: healing or harm? To some, Dr. Sebi A.'s approach represents a return to roots, a rejection of pharmaceutical dominance, and a celebration of natural healing. In Black and Latino communities, his message resonates as a call for self-determination and cultural pride in the face of a medical system that has often failed or exploited them. To skeptics and physicians, however, his legacy is disturbing. They warn that unproven remedies can delay or replace life-saving treatments, and that charismatic healers can gain dangerous influence over those desperate for hope. The truth is that Dr. Sebi's life sits at the intersection of myth, marketing, and medicine. His story illustrates both the enduring appeal of alternative healing and the risks that come when personal testimony is mistaken for scientific proof. Conclusion: the man behind the legend. Dr. Sebi's journey from a small Honduran village to the heights of celebrity culture is remarkable, a testament to the power of charisma, storytelling, and the universal search for health. He inspired a movement that endures, giving hope to many and creating a legacy that outlived him. But his story is also a cautionary tale. The line between inspiration and misinformation can be thin, especially when lives are at stake. Dr. Sebi's philosophy, memorable personality, and herbal remedies continue to spark debate between those who see him as a revolutionary healer and those who view him as a dangerous fraud. In a world still searching for easy answers to hard problems, the legend of Dr. Sebi endures, reminding us that the power of belief, for better or worse, can be as potent as any medicine.